Hey everyone, and welcome to PGN Live. I think we're live. You never know, right? Yeah, we're live. We're good. It is September 16th, 2025, Tuesday morning on the West Coast. This is a little bit of a bonus stream, but I didn't title it bonus stream. Just, we're going to talk, going to have some fun. Setting some things up here. We'll wait for some of you to hop in. I'm not doing the dual setup today, so I'm not streaming live on TikTok also right now. But oh, there we go. Tabby Pits, hi there. Sorry, I was just saying a second ago. Sometimes I'm streaming, live on YouTube and on TikTok at the same time. Today, just on YouTube. Did I actually make the beginning? Yes, you did. Tabby Pits, welcome. You are here like 64 seconds in, I think. You are the first person in here, I believe. Definitely the first person to comment. And you made it at perfect timing because when I looked at the counter, I think it said Nintendo 64 seconds in. So that's got to be some kind of good luck, Tabby, for you today, I think. How are you doing today? It does show that other people are watching also, but nobody else has commented yet. Also, I think we did it one time and there was like a 27-second delay between when I say hi and then you hear that hi. But yeah, we'll see who shows up today because we have a couple of cool things to talk about. Boom Mini is here. Hey everyone, Boom Mini says. Welcome, Boom Mini. I'm glad you're able to make it. Joy CJ is in the house. Tabby. I'm good. How are you doing, Paul? Tsukino Ame. Hi, everyone. Corey Boehm. Stop hogging the chat. Good morning. I'm glad you're doing well, Tabby. I'm doing pretty well today, too. So far, so good. Let's see. What did I do today? Well, I know what I'm going to do next is I'm going to play some more Donkey Kong Bonanza DLC because I only got to play a little bit and I don't want it to be one of those things that kind of like Silk Song bought it and I'm like I'm not ready to dive in to this yet, truly deep dive and play. Whereas so I end up just having it and like you bought it and it's instantly in the backlog. Yeah, I'm not gonna let that happen with Bonanza DLC because I beat Donkey Kong Bonanza and I want to revisit more of it. I started playing the post game content basically right away as soon as I beat the game. And now, just like, a month later, pretty much, here we have DLC, which is really cool. But yeah, what did I do today so far? Chores. Just chores, nothing too exciting, but useful stuff, Putting the dry dishes away, washing new dishes, cracking some ice cube trays, getting some new ice cube trays rolling, just that kind of stuff. Not gonna lie, Silk Song is in my backlog till I beat Hollow Knight. Oh yeah. I do have some fun things to talk about. Not necessarily what I did today, but what I did last night, which maybe you saw on the channel. I'll push play for a couple of them. I did this one right last night. Let's see. Let me go to shorts. I'll wait for a couple more people to come here. But if some of you have already seen on the channel now, there was a little bit of a surprise that came at midnight. Or actually, if you're a subscriber, which is most people in here right now. Everybody? Gosh, is everybody green? Holy cow. I Byzantium. You broke the green streak. Okay, we've got one person in here who's gray. That's okay, I Byzantium. But for a moment there, everybody in here was green. Um, no pressure or anything. It just is what it was. Is what it, yeah. It was what it was for a moment there. But as you know, the shorts go live a few hours earlier if you're a member. Uh, I Byzantium. I'll let you figure that out. Interesting choice of Nidoqueen on the short. I'll let you figure that out. Oops, gotta rep the plebs. Uh, Joycey, I'm guilty of that. No more feeding my backlog. I'm playing what I have, and anything new just means I really want to play it now. LOL. Yeah. Especially, like, if it's a game that you would like, but one, you don't need to play it now because there's nothing that you're going to get, like, spoiled of it. Two, you haven't been waiting for this title for 3 years. Three, in your heart, like, this isn't going to be for me a 10 or a 9.5 or a 9. Four, you know that this is the type of game that, like, in 3 months, it's going to be on sale for half. You could just wait. I regret a little bit, just a little bit, regret buying Hogwarts Legacy as soon as I did. Not because it wasn't a good game. It was on Nintendo Switch, and I bought it for my son's birthday last year, I think it was. And I played it on my file. He played it on his file. We both played several hours in. We kind of stopped. And then just like 3 weeks later, Christmas sale, 33% off. And I'm like, now I bought it for his birthday, but I got him other things for the birthday. Did I really need to pay 60, or could it have been pretty much just as much fun had a whopping 3-4 weeks later for 40? If you had to wait 6 months and the kid would really like it, and kids behaving and good kid, you love your son, and you want to get them something nice for birthday, you would just fine buy it early. Don't make them wait 6 weeks. But in that kind of game, it's one of those third-party titles that you kind of know it's probably going to drop. But I didn't know that fast and by like that much. So it's fine. But it does make you rethink, if it's not something totally need to have, that next big Mario, the next big Donkey Kong, the next big Zelda, when Star Fox comes out, the next Street Fighter, you could probably wait. J Biggs, Mr. NY for life, hello there. Tabby Pitts reminding people to not forget to hit that like button, thank you. Some games, yeah, I'd wait for sales, but Zelda or Fire Emblem, yeah, want first say. Yeah, definitely. Like, I really enjoyed Kirby and the Forgotten Lands, so that DLC, boom, I was there. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4, I bought it like that also, almost. But as I think back, I'm like, oh, I probably could have waited. Because I bet you, like, right now, probably on eShop, if we checked, I wouldn't be surprised. Let's see. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 eShop. Is it already on sale? 50. Okay, it's not on sale at the moment, but I wouldn't be surprised if in the last 2 months that it has been out, because it came out like July 11th or so, that it probably could have been on sale, at least at one point in the last 2 months, for a little bit, like 10-20% off. Maybe not. I'm not positive on that. But yeah. I look at like WWE 2K25. I haven't purchased a wrestling game in quite a while. And when you do, they last you a while, I would say, because there's a lot of characters, a lot of music, stages, modes, online, ladder matches, this, that, and the other. Like, there's a lot. But it is $70 right now. For a content-packed game, licensed music, the whole shebang, Worth it. Online modes, everything. Uh, Quite feature rich compared to other versions too. And if you like wrestling at all, you're going to get a good experience. And it's not a game that you have to buy every year. That being said, since it is kind of a yearly title, you wait like 3 months, the $70 game is going to be like 40. Do I need this one right now? No. So I'll wait. I'm doing the responsible thing, and I'm like, okay, I'll wait on certain titles like that. I guess you could say, well, what about Resident Evil 9 then? Resident Evil Requiem. Hmm. Unlike WWE 2K25, it is more story based, and if you are interested in it, if there are certain elements that within the circles of gaming community you partake in online, someone's like, oh my gosh, can you believe that so and so came in and why'd they kill off Leon, and like like I didn't know that, like that would have been a really impactful moment to know that said guest classic character was in it and that they died. Like, you don't want to be spoiled on that, right? Any Zelda game, Mario game though, like too big of a fan that you know you want to buy it. Also, those titles don't go on sale dramatically or permanently reduced, just temporary discounts. Yeah. I don't know how we got into talking about that. What triggered it in chat? Oh, the whole concept of backlog. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Byzantium's got a backlog to last for years. J Biggs. When you look at eShop, Wishlist, Gradius, Origins, and Pac-Man World can wait for a sale. Yep, true. Boomini, my goal is to finish Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Torna and the Golden Country, Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, Astral Chain, and Metro Prime Remastered before I buy any new games or pre-order. Good luck, Boomini. Good luck. One, kinda two, three, four, five. Your goal is to complete 4/5 games, because Torna is pretty sizey. 5 games before you buy or pre-order any new games. Do I think you could do it? I don't think so. No offense. Maybe you have the schedule and stuff like that. But September 16th? Okay, I guess if you're not going to get Pokemon Legends ZA next month, you have a month plus, or you're not going to get Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. Okay, because that's in like 2.5 weeks. So if you're going to wait till November 20th, and if November 20th is your first intended game because you plan on buying that day Kirby, you might be able to finish those 5 in 2 months. But, to finish those 5 by November 6th, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, you're looking at like 6 weeks? I don't know. To go all the way until December 4th, that's like 79 days till Metro Prime 4. You might be able to do it. I guess it depends on what is the next game you're thinking of buying, Boo Mini. Otherwise, I'm like, no, you're not going to do it. You're going to totally buy something before. You're going to have to keep me up. I need to know the hashtag. Let's see, what are we calling it? Boo Mini Goal? Boo Mini Goal. I want to put a poll right now in the chat. Will Boo Mini complete 5 games successfully before she buys her next one? Hey, I'm rooting for you. I want you to play all those 5 and beat all those 5. It's just kind of funny. Like, I don't know. That'd be a lot of pressure on me. Oh, dang, that's funny. Johan S. Hi there. Pokemon ZA is a finish at a pace. Z-Teener, hello, what's going on here? We're talking a little bit about backlog, how backlogs work in a collector's life. Do you buy something ASAP for FOMO, but have no intention of really like deep dive playing in it, and then it just ends up in your backlog, only to be like, I bought it early. It's 2 months later. I haven't played it more than an hour, and now it's on sale for like 30% off. Ooh, that's frustrating. If you didn't need it that bad that you're not playing it every day for 60 days straight, you could have just waited 2 months, you know? So we're kind of talking that a little bit. Mr. Chicken Lad, hello, giveaway? Yes. So I don't know if he'll show up in the chat today, but yesterday, one of the members in this community, Nin128, offered up something really cool, and that would be, courtesy of him, but for this channel, Super Mario Galaxy 1+2, free. Just, he's going to buy a copy or copies, I don't know, physical or digital, we'll see, and he's going to give it out through this channel to someone in the community. We have yet to decide, will it be a part of our normal goal status, like when we hit Nintendo $64 in super chats, subscriptions, gifted subs, donated subs, etc. Instead of giving out a $10 eShop card like we normally do, we'll give out a whole game in Super Mario Galaxy 1+2. Will it be a separate goal? Will it be, okay, it's for anybody who's currently a member. So you got a green name, whether you're a white belt, blue, green, brown, or black belt, that's just the qualification to be entered, or a normal subscriber, or what. But we'll talk. But yeah, Nin128 and I are going to set something up that's very nice of him to offer. Like, that's $70. That's a $70 title right there. Roger Enyart, speaking of having some kind of goal status up here, Roger Enyart with a $5 super chat. Hey, all you crazy people of the internet. Hope you are all having a great day so far. I'm so bored at work right now. Well, Roger, we're going to entertain you at work, okay? We're going to have some fun discussions. Thank you so much for the $5. I really appreciate it. You got us on the board. We are already cooking, and this is kind of the bonus stream. Let me look at some more comments, because I want to explain a little bit more of what do we have happening on the channel, because there are some new things going on which are pretty cool. Let's see. So JBig says, unless there's any more surprises for the rest of the year, I'm planning on getting Chronos on Thursday, Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, Age of Imprisonment, Metroid Prime 4, He-Man, Toxic Crusaders, and Marvel Invasion. That's a pretty good list. Aurora Plays 9727, hey there. Boomity, I hope to win the Boomity Challenge. I hope so too. Pokemon Fan 34, hi there. Oof, backlogs, I know. Richie Jard, hi there. Aurora Plays, what is your opinion on Nintendo's prices recently? No problem on the system. $450. If you look at it as buying a Super Nintendo and a Game Boy, an N64 and a Game Boy Advance, a GameCube and a Game Boy Advance. Sorry. Super Nintendo and Game Boy, N64, Game Boy Color, GameCube and a Game Boy Advance, a Wii and a DS, a Wii U and a 3DS. $450 is not that bad, because what you used to have to do is buy 2 Nintendo systems per generation to experience all of what Nintendo would give you. Starting with Nintendo Switch, it's the first time since NES that per generation you only need to buy 1 system to play all of what the publisher, developer, etc. has to offer, you know? Also, if you look at price inflation adjustment, $300 is quite affordable for a Switch. Even $450 is not that bad for a Nintendo Switch 2. $500 especially is good when you consider that makes Mario Kart only 50. Regardless of whether it costs 80 normally or not, 50 would be cheaper than a $60 game or a $70 game. 50 is taking it back to, Wii prices in 2007. So no issues on the system, no issues on the games. I said it before. Some of you know my story. I had to work 11 and a half hours at a video game store, electronics boutique, EB Games, basically a GameStop, right? At the mall. 25 years ago as a 17-year-old, $5.75 an hour, 11 and a half hours of minimum wage to pay for a $60 cartridge of Majora's Mask that October. 25 years later, minimum wage is a lot more for somebody working in the United States at a GameStop. That gaming has only gone up $10, maybe 60 to 70 to buy Donkey Kong Bonanza here in 2025. Yet you're not working 11 and a half hours to pay for that. So that's fine. Amiibo are the only thing that I'm like, that jump was quite dramatic. Yes, they did go up slowly but surely in the last 11 years almost, from $13 to now some costing $50. That's a jump. But that's not all. Some are $40, still quite significant. Some are $30, which is more than double, though they have gone up since then. So it's not like they stayed at 13 and just went to 30 all of a sudden. However, the amount of material, plastic, size, and depth of them has also gone up. Is it quite equatable? I'm not 100% on that. But with inflation and things like that, and the fact that it's a higher quality product, I guess it's only slightly more expensive than perhaps it should be, not counting $40 and $50 ones, because those have more functionality and are even bigger. We can't forget things like Mega Yarn Yoshi. They cost more back in the day too, for more size. This is of a greater size than the original Mario himself, right? 11 years ago. So yeah, tariffs also have something to do with it. The Virtual Boy accessory probably wouldn't cost quite as much had it not been for tariffs. Perhaps these, $40 amiibo wouldn't be quite as high, or the $30 ones. Maybe they would be only $25. We don't know exactly, But good question regarding the prices. Claire Obscure is on yours. Corey Boehm with a question. Hold on, where was that question? I bought some third-party titles early on Switch 1 to demonstrate support to encourage more, even though I wasn't sure how much I would play. Skyrim comes to mind, yeah. Pokemon Fan 34, we need to do $20. What, like a giveaway? Hey, if we get to 128 today, we'll be giving out 2 $10 eShop cards. Tabby Pitts, Golden Country, probably a third, not touched for a year. Giveaway Pokemon Legends ZA. Oh, we're going to talk about that in a moment, Pokemon Fan 34. The Cringe Prophet. Hello, PGN in chat. Hello, The Cringe Prophet. J Biggs. For next year, I know I am getting Resident Evil 7, Village, Requiem, and Indiana Jones. Nice. I'm running errands and going back to work in a bit. Keep me entertained too. Okay, Joyce J, will do. How much would you invest on a PC? Good question, Mr. Chicken Lad. I've never built a PC, like gone ahead and, put $3,000 together to build one. So I don't know how much I would spend on it. Because, honestly, I like sitting on the couch. I like playing with my wife and kids. I like being in the living room, having the experience on the TV, being comfortable. Depending on the time of the year, sometimes having the fireplace on or something like that. Sitting back, relaxing, and allowing everybody to be able to see the screen at once and all having like a shared experience. So since that's the kind of gaming setup that I like, that's why every generation I buy a Nintendo console, a Sony console, and a Microsoft console. And probably, however, I could see next gen being the first time that I don't buy an Xbox if it goes the way that it's going. There's almost no need to if their stance is everything we make is going to eventually go elsewhere. Like, well, why do it anymore, you know? But yeah, so I don't know how much I would invest. Does that include stuff like monitor, keyboard, mouse, or assuming you've already got a monitor, keyboard, mouse, so just like for the guts? I don't know. Let's see. Here are my thoughts on the price of Galaxy 1 and 2. I checked eBay and saw separate listings for old and crusty copies of Galaxy 1 and 2 for $48 each from someone's dirty roach infested house. Yeah. Galaxy cost $50 18 years ago. Galaxy 2 cost $50 15 years ago. So just by default, that's $100 right there for what the games cost new. And you had to have a $250 Wii to play them. Now you've got yourself a $300 Nintendo Switch, and you've got the two games for $70. So, yeah, the point of entry is similar for just that experience. Technically less if you go the Nintendo Switch route. But overall, assuming that you already have each system and you're just buying the games, 100 for these two or 70 for these two with some improvements. With inflation and stuff, it's literally less and factually less in terms of the inflation levels. So $70 for two high quality games from that era, no problem. I mean, the prices of Galaxy 2, okay, so I think I got back to that, Aurora. Yeah, I never liked buying things used. That is opinion of every garage sale you see. Corey Bohm. The Air Rider amiibo are essentially 2-packs. The Galaxy ones are much larger than the Smash Series ones. Yes, they are. You look at Rosalina and Luma or Mario and Luma, they're pretty big amiibo. Them costing $40, $30 would be easier to digest, but they do look bigger than DK and Pauline, so they've entered the collectible market. You know, they are mini statues of sorts. You look at a Samus Aran statue like this, and you're like, oh shoot, that thing's like $400. Ooh. Then you look at something like this, the Hylian Shield, and that's made out of PVC, a hard plastic, you know, instead of a polystone material, and that's like $110. So then now you're looking at, okay, what's a little bit of a step down? Oh, this little figurine that's actually like in the size of the palm of your hand and has some electronic NFC kind of stuff in it for some extra functionality and is pretty to have on display and is a little bit more expensive than a toy, definitely a lot cheaper than a statue, but has that fine line in between of, okay, so 40, all things considered, isn't too bad. Would be nice to be cheaper, but yeah, I get it. Everything's gone up. Roger Enyart. The price of Amiibo now is insane. I did pre-order all the Mario Galaxy and Metroid Amiibo, not paying $50 for the Kirby ones, though. Yeah, I mean, the Kirby one, if it was $50 and you had 2 characters and 2 things to ride on, I think that would be a very good deal, right? But it's $50 for just 1 character. Now you are getting 2 things. It is a character and a vehicle, but, oh, geez, $50 for a little toy. I guess it depends on, are you going to use it to its fullest? Meaning, yeah, it's on the shelf, it's on display, you like the look, the aesthetic makes your game room, your living room pop, it's pretty sweet, and you are playing with these stats and this cart and all that kind of stuff saved up, and you actually bring it to friends' houses and you level up and you have them playing like, okay, you're getting like $50 value out of it, maybe. I mean, value and beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I have a, I don't know, $450 Bowser statue in my living room. And for me, I could justify it as 450 days of owning it. Is it worth it to pay $1 a day for 450 days? Does it bring me enough happiness to validate that purchase? Heck yeah. I get more than $1 worth of happiness by seeing this big, badass, beautiful Bowser statue from First Four Figures on my yellow block that I made, that I carved and sanded down and put together. Well, more sanded than carved. That's on my fireplace. And then, after that 450 days hits, boom, forever after, it's free statue. And now I've had it for like 5 years, or 6 years or something. So heck yeah. So if this little Kirby amiibo on this little star, you get 50 days of looking at it, and you're like, is it worth $1 a day for my happiness to have this thing on my desk because I like Kirby and, he's cute and the star's cool, and I'll use it a bit. And then now that the 50 days have passed, just a month and a half, you're like, it's free. Forever I have this cool piece of plastic of a character I like. Then yeah, that's how you could justify anything. You know what I mean? I mean, you spend $7 for a fun beverage. How long did it last you? 2 minutes? Was it worth spending $3.50 a minute for 2 minutes to have it, and then later on go to the bathroom and that thing's gone? Maybe, maybe not. We all make up our own prices of worthiness on things. I still got to get Monero when she releases. Yeah. Muzi. The new Amiibo and Virtual Boy are significantly cheaper in Europe, UK, so could because tariffs. Yeah, it could be a tariff thing. That's a reality. Do not invest in PC if you have good internet. All you need is GeForce Now Ultimate. See Digital Foundry, latest podcast. David Patterson, good afternoon. Paul and the gaming family here. That's right. Good afternoon, David. Aurora plays the price of Galaxy 1 and 2 has been quite controversial because of how it's 70 and 40 individually. That just makes it a better deal to buy the bundle. Make it $35 each game instead of 40. Go for it. If you have no interest in one, then just 40, which is still $10 less than the game originally cost, and you're getting more content and better visuals in it. So that's all right. Mario Master been busy. How am I doing? Good, thank you. I hope you're doing well. Busy but good. Pokemon fan enjoyed the direct. Nintendo, please make my life better. Drop Pokemon Coliseum or Paul Gale of Darkness on NSO. They will be soon, Pokemon fan. They will. Boo Mini. I just remembered. I also have Xenoblade Chronicles 3 to add to that list. I had a feeling. I was like, wait a minute. 1 and 2. What about 3? Oh boy. Oh boy, Boo Mini. You've got 6 games to finish before your next. When's your next? What's the next game that you're interested in? Roger, again, with a greeting to all I have missed at work, so listening and lurking on and on. Heck yeah. I'm hoping that we're still entertaining you, Roger and Joycey, both at work. Having a good choice, by the way, in your entertainment today. You could be listening to some music or a radio station, but no. PGN Live. That's better. The Air Riders amiibo being swappable reminds me of Skylanders Swap Force, yeah. Richie would love to see that Bowser statue one day on the stream. He's too big to carry. He's too big to bring over here. He wouldn't actually fit anywhere in this game room. The only place he might fit, maybe, he's a big boy, would be right over there, which is where my big Ryu statue is from Street Fighter, or maybe right over there, which is where my big Ridley statue is. My big Meta Ridley statue from Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. So Bowser, I would have to do something different in this zone to get Bowser here. Although I could do a live stream just chilling with Bowser one day, bring my iPhone over, just hang out in the living room and have y'all there. That would mean I can't see things and update the goal status and type like Roger Enyart. I couldn't type in Roger's name right here and give him that shout out. Oh, speaking of which, I gotta put $5 next to Roger's name. Boom, boom. Which, thank you, Roger, once again for your support, by the way. I appreciate it, as always. Mario Master, so happy to be back on your live, and we are talking about the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Yes, movie, bundle, watermelon, welcome. I could maybe see, I mean, I would love it if this were the thing. Nintendo releases Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 in a couple of weeks. The game carries on through the holidays, sells well enough into April, pumps up the movie pumps up the game. We're looking at May, June, July. Movies coming out on digital, Blu-ray, DVD, special editions, etc. Then you're looking at like some kind of summer direct, June, equivalent of E3, and Nintendo drops Super Mario Galaxy 3 coming this fall, November, big holiday game. Let's go. That boosts up the sales once again of 1 and 2, increases more people watching Galaxy the movie on Netflix, more Blu-ray sales, and then you got so much freaking hype for Super Mario Galaxy 3. What a beautiful setup. What an amazing setup. And Super Mario Galaxy 3 could be that Super Mario Universe title that I all shared with you, you know? Just a thought. Normally, Amiibo are more expensive in Canada than US. This time they are the same, thanks to the tariffs. My Nintendo store is releasing Metroid Prime 4 with a big mouse mat. Yeah, I've seen that. I have a big mouse mat right here. If you're all curious what it looks like, previously on my channel, I mean, I do have up on YouTube a mouse mat video of what is the mouse mat that I have. It's really sweet. It's got a bunch of Nintendo controllers all over it, so it's like perfect for Metroid Prime 4. Corey, normally Amiibo. Oh, I saw that one. Tabby, I need to finish AOC before AOI comes out. Husband and I are co-oping it. I told him I am not waiting for him with AOI. He still needs to play Tears of the Kingdom, by the way. Oh my gosh. Woo, the At-Work Squad. Yeah, that's right. Maybe show Big Bowser statue on a short then. I could. If you go to my channel, you should be able to. You know what? Let's do it right now. Paul Gale Network. Bowser statue. Oh yeah, I have a whole unboxing. Oh wow. I also have this short. Yeah. Let's see. How about this one? I'm reading the chat, by the way. I love this Bowser statue. So cool. It's a little bit dark. Then I have some light. Okay. Here's the unboxing video. So 5 years ago. Jeez. It came in 2 boxes. That's this. Right. Again. I'm excited. Yeah, this is live, unedited. Oh, here's the big boy. Look at that big boy. Looks magnificent. I have drawn this character, Bowser, so many times from 1995 on. I was a Bowser fan and a Mario fan for. Look at that big boy. Look at that guy. In 1995, as we started getting a lot of images and he's heavy. Electronic and monthly magazines, we saw pictures and footage of the day that Samus Aran was my. And I'm gonna put the fire back. Oh, look at the amiibo. One moment. Oh, okay, so there's some scale reference for y'all. You see the Samus Aran statue every day on my live streams. Look at Bowser. Samus is a tiny bit taller, but Bowser, he's chunky. He's got chunk. He's dense. He's a big boy. There's the reference of 18 and a half, 19 inches tall. So this is a good point though. $450 for these statues, $13 for those old amiibo, $40 for new amiibo that are higher quality, bigger, more circumference, a bigger base, a heavier base. But you can really see. Go to a toy store and see how much like a Ninja Turtles action figure is now, and compare it to a Ninja Turtles action figure like 12 years ago. I bet you it's a little bit more. Dragon Ball, Barbie. She stands in her armar. One light thing to thank you one more time. Dang! Oh, lit up. They're so cool lit up, dude. I love it. Whew, love it, love it, love it, love it. Love the first 4 figure statues. Such a big fan. Man. JM Powers 83, hello there. Jack F123, I have the Mario and Yoshi figure you have, cool. And I have the Banjo-Kazooie first 4 figures too. Okay, I think you have the original one where Banjo is like flying with Kazooie on his back, you know, or they're flying together, right? I have the new one pre-ordered, which is a little bit smaller. I'll probably, you know what? I might do a live stream unboxing for that. That'd be cool. Because I always do unboxing videos for my first 4 figures statues. But I might do a live unboxing for Banjo-Kazooie. That might be fun. Richie Jard, so jealous of that Bowser statue. Looks awesome lit up. Oh, dang, it does. It's so cool. Let's see what else. The TMNT action figures when we were kids are a lot better than the current ones. I mean, I have like a current one right here, for instance. Let's look at Raphael. I just grabbed one. I don't have any of my old school ones here at the moment, at least not in this room, but you know, a decent amount of plastic, decent amount of points of articulation still, you know, movable hips, sai that come out, you know, comes with 2 weapons and comes with other stuff in the box as well. Heads could still turn. Actually, this head, yeah, the heads could still turn. You know, comparable in size and plastic density and amount of plastic used, weight used. This belt can't come off. Some of the models, the belts can come off. Oh yeah, these also came with their little turtle equivalents and stuff like that. Those 4 turtles, the little ones, they actually hang out on my Ryu statue. I guess nowadays there are so many different types of turtle toys. Like, well, I mean, back in the day there were a lot of different types of turtle toys too, but what I mean is you've got like the standard quality ones these days and the higher quality ones these days. Nowadays they have like collector's ones. Like, ooh, you could spend like good money on really freaking good looking detailed Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figurines that are of the same model as the cheap ones, just made with much better plastic and points of articulation and coming with all sorts of other heads and hands and all that stuff. Do you have a Shredder statue? No, I don't. That would be a cool one though. Tsukino Ame, I want the mini Yoshi plush. Could I have one, please? Yeah. Maybe we do a giveaway of some sort. Not mine, but maybe we buy one and we give one away. Jason, there's this one video of you spray painting a question block you made, and I never could figure out the song you were whistling. What was it? I know what you're talking about. I made that question block for my Bowser to sit on. What was I whistling? We could look it up. I'm not sure at the moment. I'm not sure. I break the day into 15-minute increments, so my goal is to get through the next 15 minutes, and every time it hits 15 minutes, the timer resets. Nice. Nice. Why do action figures come with multiple heads and hands now, like WWE figures? Some of them come with like 5 heads and 16 hands. I guess for the sake of variety, it's become more of a collector thing. Companies realize, it's not just kids buying toys anymore, it's adults. And adults might have a different interest, or everything is on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, and Facebook, X these days. Everybody's showing off everything, live unboxing videos. So it's all about that variety. You got no Tsukino Ame. I'm not giving away my Yard Yoshi amiibo. I'm sorry. Yeah, I guess people showing off displays, doing like a live WWE podcast, and they've got stuff in the background. I've seen now a couple of people say the audio and video are not in sync. Let me see if I turn off the mic real quick and turn it back on. Is that any better or not? Some people are saying it's better if you just turn it off and turn it back on. I wish they made a Donkey Kong first 4 figures. Yes, Jack F123. I would buy a Donkey Kong, just this big dope looking statue. I would. It's one of the ones I hope they do. And a Link, like a nice Link. I have Link on the King of Red Lions over there, but he's like this big. I want a big, nice Link statue from Ocarina of Time or Breath of the Wild, something like that, you know? Let's see, we got some more comments. I know we've got some more comments. Okay, let's see. Just picked up a used Switch for $60. That's cheap, corny puddle. Holy cow. And hello, by the way. Whoa, a used Nintendo Switch for $60? That's a really good deal. I'm assuming it's working. That's a really good deal. Corey Boehm, smash that like button and don't be like Waluigi. Join the channel. Corey Boehm actually makes a really good point. So, for everybody, Corey, nice segue. Perhaps unintentional, because you didn't know what I was going to say next. But Corey Boehm brought up something really important. Join the channel. So, in addition to the normal Nintendo $64 goal, that if we hit Nintendo $64 in subscriptions, gifted subs, and super chats, we give away a $10 eShop card. Soon, I think, the channel is going to hit 6,000 subscribers. June 27th, we hit 5,000. So for the 5,000 achievement, I was like, I'm going to do a $20 eShop gift card giveaway. And we did it July 2nd. It was kind of like a celebration 5,000. Also, in advance of my birthday on July 7th, we had a fun stream. And we gave out a $20 eShop card. So when 6,000 happens, I'm going to do it again. $20 eShop card giveaway. Since it took from June 27th, 2.5 months basically, to hit 500 more, because right now the channel's at like 5,500. I imagine if it goes the same rate, there'll probably be another 250, presumably, maybe, around December 4th, like when Metroid Prime 4 Beyond comes out. So maybe when Metroid Prime 4 Beyond comes out, if the channel's at 6,000 at that point, that day will be another $20 eShop gift card giveaway. So, that's something new to look forward to. 6,000 subscribers, we'll be doing a $20 giveaway that day. Something else is the member goal. The member goal, we're at 217. My member goal right now is to hit 256. So we're 39 away. Whatever stream happens, whatever stream it is that we are on, that we end up eventually hitting 256, if we get there, hopefully, maybe, that day, that stream, $10 eShop gift card right there. So that's something kind of cool. It could end up being like a monster stream, like, oh man, a monster stream. Well, I don't know about monster stream. Maybe that's exaggerating, but like on a stream that, like, let's say we hit $64 total, in which some of that 64 was getting to that 256 in members, and that day also happened to be that 6,000th subscriber. Like right away, we're giving away three, eShop cards: a 20, a 10, and a 10. And we also have Nin128 donating kindly to the channel a copy or copies, I'm not sure what, of Super Mario Galaxy 1 plus 2. So if somehow, this would be pretty fast though, I don't think it's going to happen this fast. But if somehow, let's say when Nin128 is giving away that copy within a couple of weeks, on that day, it's also like 6,000 reached and the member goals reached and $64 was reached that day, dude, that day we'd be giving out a game, a $20 card, a 10, and another 10. Like, that's going to be a pretty dope day. That's like $110 in gifts given out. It's going to be a pretty sweet one. So yeah, those are some of the new things that are happening to the channel within the next couple of weeks. In some cases, within the next couple of months. In other cases, at least I think. I mean, you never know. People might just stop watching, stop subscribing, cancel. I don't know. It's possible, but it's looking pretty good. Like, I think we'll hit 6,000 before the end of the year. I never like to be presumptuous on anything, but I'll get to why I think we are, because of some of these shorts being pretty fun. And speaking of which, we have to get to some of the shorts that I just dropped yesterday that some of you might have seen, some of you might not have yet. Let's get to some more comments. Mario 3D All-Stars is expensive and rare. Hopefully I've got one that I bought. Hopefully I've got one that I bought day one. I hope you have it too. My cousin got me one of the Zelda Tapestry maps. That's cool, Tabby, sorry. That one looks like the ones we had as kids, regarding the Ninja Turtles one. Yeah. Let's see. Looks like Hyrule Warriors is running at 60. Yeah. I think you can make 2 different poses with the figures. Yeah. Happy super belated birthday. Thank you. Thank you, Tabby. Isaiah Fisher. Hi there. We're doing well here. Hope you're doing well too. I had the first Galaxy, but not the second, Tabby. It's a great game. David, my 16-year-old daughter has an Xbox One. My 14-year-old junior has a PS5. And my oldest daughter just loves her iPad for gaming. For my 15-year-old daughter, Switch. So you've got it covered. Like, you've got it covered, David. You got Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, iPad, all at your house. You're good. I, Byzantium, we love the shorts. Paulus Gellius, hello. Hello, Sketches of Harmony. Welcome, welcome. For my 15-year-old daughter. Oh, yeah, Sketches of Harmony is here. That's right. Well, this is up to Sketches of Harmony, but today, if we hit the Nintendo $64 total, we won't be giving out. Oh, no. Never mind. Yeah, never mind. Yeah. We will be giving out a $10 eShop card. It just, think of it as being gifted to you courteous of Sketches of Harmony. We'll put it that way. We can explain more later if we get to that point. You won't get mad at the variation on your name. Thank you. Popping out the shops. Hopefully you will still get there. I'll still be here when you get back. Hopefully. I go by Tab, Tabby, Tabitha, and Tabbers. I like the variety. That was a typo at the end. David said, "Oh, for my 15-year-old daughter, should I get her a Switch Lite? She loves Animal Crossing." Hold on, let me see. For the 14 or the 15-year-old, the 15-year-old already has the Switch. I mean, okay, David, do you have a Nintendo Switch 2 in the household at all yet? Whether for you, shared family-wise, for anybody? Because your son has the PS5, the middle daughter has a Nintendo Switch, the oldest daughter has an Xbox One. Oh no, there's another daughter that has an iPad. So it's the youngest one that has a Nintendo Switch. Oh, but she wants a Lite. Okay, so you have a Nintendo Switch 2 in the household. Okay. Then if she wants a Switch Lite, it's $200. She already has a Nintendo Switch. Maybe she's playing portable more than TV, and she just kind of wants the comfort portable factor. I mean, that's up to you as a dad if you want to spend another $200. I mean, the Nintendo Switch Lite is a fine system. It's a good system with a nice battery life, you know, comparable to Nintendo Switch OLED model. If I have to recommend somebody anything, I'm going to go with Nintendo Switch over Nintendo Switch Lite, because you do have that TV factor too, which is very valuable. But if somebody knows they're just a portable gamer, 100%, nope, not really that interested in TV play, then yeah, Nintendo Switch Lite, you might as well save $100, you know. Although now it's like $230, but still, I guess I recommend it. I mean, it is good, so it is worth it in those regards. I love a good dice roll. Sketches of Harmony. Yeah, we could be giving out your $10 eShop card today. Maybe we'll get there. We'll see. Let's see what else we have. Mario Galaxy 2 is looking really great. Much better than the one in All-Stars Collection. Yeah. I think the improvement in textures lightly is nice. Going in 4K resolution will be cool. Maybe they didn't give as much to it as they did with Metroid Prime Remastered, you know, in terms of like polygon improvement and like new models here and there everywhere, but still gonna be cool. Oh, David, no, she doesn't have a Switch at all. That was a typo on the end when I was typing. And my youngest is definitely portable. Oh, so she doesn't have it. Then yeah, get her a Nintendo Switch Lite. I think she's gonna like it. It's cool. It's cool. It's good. How much to go to N64? We're at 5 out of 64, so 59. Roger Enyart got us on the board with $5 right there. You know what? Let's see. I'm going to... We could do something pretty cool right now. How many people are here? 26. I'm going to do something that Roger normally does. Let's see. Where are we? We're at 23 likes. If we get to 30 likes, I'm going to give five subs. Yeah, we got to get to 30 likes, and I'm going to give 5 subs. I'm taking a page out of Roger Enyart's book, which is always super cool. By the way, we could do more today than what we've done so far. Like if some of you have ended up missing yesterday's Metroid Prime 4 like deep dive, we could do a little bit of that. But yeah, we've got some other stuff. I want to go over the shorts too. I'm going to be right back in a moment. Let's see. Last time we did some Metroid music while I was gone. It was like for a minute, right? But oh, look at that guy streaming. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's me. Zelda music. Yeah, we'll do Zelda music this time.
How's it going, Angela?
I don't know. I don't want to know how Angela's doing. I mean, I hope Angela's doing well, but I'm not that interested right now. I'm sorry. I'm going to be back. I'm going to try to... Paul is a man of the people. Need about 14 more, y'all. Zelda Deep Dive. Thanks for the VODs, but happy to have you go over things again. I'll be right back with some more water. I leave you with Zelda music. I don't mind coming back to some Gerudo Valley music. Never can go wrong with Gerudo Valley music. Love it. All right, let's see. Zelda Deep Dive. Maybe. We could. Thank you for the advice, Paul. Welcome. I will get her the Switch Lite. It's a late birthday present for sure. Her birthday was in July, just like yours. On the 28th to be exact. Thank you. That's cool. July 28th. That's close to my wedding anniversary date, which was July 27th. Metroid Prime is so peak. Absolutely. Tamagotchi Life. I just want to scream that. Good, good. Mario Master, my favorite music of all time. Yeah, it's hard to beat Ocarina of Time. It's amazing. Chair stream, momentarily, yes. Let's see. Hey, Chair, what's new?
Oh, yeah, just listening to Zelda. Love that.
Chair's got a very deep voice. Anyone remember the Chair Prime? Got more super chats than Nate? That's funny, Corey. Zelda Ocarina of Time is the greatest by far. I think I might have been there. I Byzantium. Welcome back. Thank you. Well, we have 28 people watching now. The stream is at Nintendo 64 minutes in length, which technically is the end of stream. How did we go by so fast? Well, in case the stream ends in a minute or two and doesn't get extended, I will still go over, because I want to go over the shorts. Some of you have been asking for this for a while. Today in gaming history, September 16th, 2005. Let's start that over. Today in gaming history, September 16th, 2005. Satoru Iwata revealed the Wii Remote for the first time at the Tokyo Game Show in Japan. So, this is fun, and this is a part of my regular series that I'm not planning on stopping anytime soon. I have the intention of going 365 days a year with this one. Now, I don't know if the beard's going to last for 365 days, but that would be kind of interesting to see the beard grow for a full year. So we circled back to like August 12th or 13th or something like that, 2026. And if I end up not shaving this thing for a full year, and this is like 4 weeks or so, I mean, how big is it going to be in a year? I don't know. I don't know if I could last that long. But that's the first thing that I wanted to show. Is a Today in Gaming History thing. And it's a fun one. Today, Satoru Iwata revealed the Wii Remote for the first time. Totally shaken up people. Now, it was still Revolution at the time. It wasn't known as Wii yet. But what a game changer. I'll never forget that moment. The other thing I wanted to show you, though, today is this one. Because I decided to do two for today. Because that's not really a game. Today in gaming history, September 16th, 2003, The Simpsons Hit and Run launched for the PlayStation 2, Nintendo GameCube, and Xbox in North America. Today in gaming history. So, since one wasn't a game release, but rather something important in the video game industry, I decided, I'll do a game too. Now, sometimes I might just do a gaming history related thing, like for one short, I picked the release of Mortal Kombat in theaters. Another short, I picked the debut of Pokémon, the animated series in North America. And I only did one that day, and that was because it was video game related. I could have stuck with just the Wii Remote revelation yesterday, or for today, I should say. But I was like, I have a funny idea in mind, so I'll do something for The Simpsons. And I see some of you laughing. David Patterson's laughing at the Simpsons skit. Sketches of Harmony, The Waggle Lives On. The Waggle Days Live On, yes. JM Powers 83, how will your wife feel if you don't trim your beard? She doesn't want me to trim it. She likes the look. She likes the beard, that it's different. So I'm like, well, there's the extra incentive. I mean, it gets a little bit itchy. It's got a presence to it. Like, I know it's there at all times. When I'm laying down on my side on the pillow, I could feel it. It pushes back. But since my wife likes it, well, there's some extra incentive to keep it. Bless you. But the other thing I wanted to show you, and some of you might have already seen this, so it's not like it's new, because you might have already seen it on the channel, but it's the following. September 16th, 31 days until the release of Pokemon Legends ZA. Go Nidoqueen!
Nido!
I've been asked for a while, will you do a Pokemon Legends ZA countdown? Yes, I will. When? Soon. So, it's a 1 month one. It's a 1 month countdown. It's 31 days. Pokemon Legends ZA comes out October 16th. So with today being November 16th, I was like, let's do a little countdown for that one, And it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. We'll see how much more wild it gets or not. These have a theme, kind of. Like the first one, the whole theme was a different Nintendo shirt a day for 76 days. And I did it. The second one was a different location a day for 64 days. I did it. The next one was a different gorilla themed, workout themed something or other video a day for 40 days. And I did it. Then we had Ruffy and the Riverside, which was a little bit shorter, and Indie Mania, which was a little bit shorter. But we did that for a couple of weeks. And then now, Pokemon Legends ZA for 31 days. So that's going to be fun. Countdown to Rhythm Heaven. Do I have a Rhythm Heaven date? Do we know that date yet? I'm not sure if we know that date yet. I don't think so. Wait, did they give us a date? No, they didn't give us a date yet. So maybe I'll do it for Rhythm Heaven when we get a date. Look like the Leno in RE9 will reveal next week, and statue of Play 2. I'm not sure what that is. Can we ride your countdowns to an upcoming Kirby release? I might do one for Kirby. What say you to a Kirby Air Riders home circuit using Amiibo? Kirby Air Riders home circuit? Home circuit? Kirby Air Riders home circuit using Amiibo? Air Riders, you mean? Oh, wait. Oh, Kirby. Oh. That could be cool. Oh, yeah, maybe just 2026 at the moment. I hear Peach. Yes, you do. Peachy Pie, do you want to say hi to everybody? Say, hi, everybody. Hi, everyone. How y'all doing today? I'm doing fine. I'm just going to lick his ears. Yep, you're going to lick the ears. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love licking those ears. Peach, you're a good dog. You're good company. Peach, you're good company. You're good company. Oh, she's just a sleepy girl that just wants to cuddle over here. Look at this dog. Okay, you get that one too. Yeah, okay. That's a good Peachy Pie. Jay Leno in a video game would be weird. Tabby Pitts saying, yay, got 32 likes. All right. If we got 32 likes, I'm going to pull off a Roger Enyart. Which means doing some subs in a giveaway. We hit 32 likes. Let's do it. Boom. Boom. And this is pretty sweet. Let's go. Bam. 5 gifted blue belt memberships. That's more than just the white belt. That's a blue belt membership right there. King Paco Nintendo Lover got one. Welshland did. EJ, Santiago M. Rodriguez, and one Greg 7. I don't think anybody here at the moment. No. So sadly, kind of, nobody here at the moment was a recipient of those 5. Like iByzantium, it would have been nice if you got one. Or Exaki Jucky would have been nice if you got one. Or JM Powers 83. It would have been cool if one of the 3 of you got one. Or Mario Master, because you 4 are here. And that would have been pretty neat. Or Isaiah Fisher. Yeah, you 5 that I just called off. Richie Jar, Jack F123. But that's the way it goes. It's random. I wish Paul do crazy hair day style. I could dye my hair. I've got some colors. I've got blonde, pink, blue, silver. Mr. Chicken Lad, you could have gotten a sub. But yeah, we got 5 in there. I know that King Paco Nintendo Lover was here in yesterday's stream or from a couple days ago. I know Welshland also. EJ Santiago and one Greg. I Don't know. Might have been a little bit further back. Well, anyways, if anybody that I just named is watching this stream later, I hope you enjoy your membership. You get some cool perks. You get some early access to the videos, the shorts. You get some cool badges next to your name. You get some cool exclusive emojis to drop. Pretty fun. Tabby Piss, does she react to other dogs on the screen? I don't know. So far, not that we have noticed, Tabby. Like, if a dog's on the computer or on TV, like barking or something like that, I don't think we've seen enough of it to really notice. But maybe if a dog's barking or if I really get her attention to look, I don't know. The Mario Kart game for home earlier, yeah, or for home circuit, yeah. Nobody talk about Assassin's Creed DLC. Oh yeah, huh? By me gifting 5 subs, the member goal I just helped out, didn't I? 217 now goes to 222. Ooh, that's pretty cool. So now we're 34 subs away from the member goal. Hey, 222, that's kind of a cool looking number. I like that. Need a Pauline game like Princess Peach? That could be cool. Everything's peachy now, yeah. She's still here, by the way. She's right here laying down on my lap. Oh. Thank you for telling me, period. Hold on, what was I doing? Hold on. Chat for a moment. Hang on. I'm trying to do something on my end. How do you do this? YouTube does something once in a while, and I'm trying to figure out. This is gonna make me behind in the chat for reading. I'm trying to do something because how do you change that? So if you're curious what I'm doing, it's regarding the subs on the channel, because the channel has different tiers, and there's like the white belt, blue belt, green belt, brown belt, black belt tier, and they're at like 1, 4, 7, 10. Folks do get. Nobody needs to. Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna try to do something. Crazy Scoth still here, yes. just use some hair chalk. Sketches of Harmony. I will be setting up my membership to renew. Heck yeah, Sketches of Harmony. I'm happy to hear that. Crazy Scott, still gray. Give us arm workouts for those of us in office mode, Joycey. We could do that. LOL was going to offer a live if we could get her to react to Reese. See, that would be funny. I think Mario Galaxy will come next year. Mario Master maybe. Pal World coming in 2026. Could it support Switch 2? Maybe. That would be kind of funny, sort of. I don't know. Back from the shops. Great to see you still alive. Hope we didn't miss too much. We watched some shorts, but the shorts are available on the channel, so you could always check that out. Tomorrow is a PS5 system beta test. That's cool. When you think how many Mario Party games they sit on, think of the Galaxy ideas since Galaxy 2. Maybe bigger open sections now. Definitely. Sonic Crossworld Racing is getting a demo tomorrow. Let's see if it's better than Mario Kart World. The commercial is pretty funny. We'll get a Banjo-Kazooie remake. I hope one day. Get new Banjo. I know it's not a Galaxy game, but when they release Galaxy 1 and 2, it would be great if they included Mario Land 3D as a bonus game. I was thinking that they would do like a Super Mario Galaxy or Super Mario All-Stars 3D 2, and it would include like Super Mario 3D Land HD, Super Mario 64 DS HD, and Super Mario Galaxy 2 Remastered. That was my thought. New Paper Mario shouldn't be far off. I really liked Origami King. Yeah, that'd be cool. It'd be nice to get a new Paper Mario, probably within a year or two. Who wears short shorts? Yes. Okay, I'm trying to fix something. Oh, that's what I was gonna ask. So nobody needs to. Don't go ahead and like buy one if you don't want to. But can somebody that doesn't have a membership go to the YouTube channel page and see, do you have the ability to pick what membership you want? Like I said, don't subscribe. I mean, I'm not telling you to not subscribe. I'm telling you, don't subscribe unless if you want to. This is not telling you to subscribe, but can you look and see on your end when you go to like the landing page, another browser or something, you go to youtube.com/@PaulGaleNetwork. Do you see the opportunity to subscribe to the channel? Because if you do, it should say like which tier are you interested in, and it should go like white, blue, green, brown, black for $1, 4, 7, 10, 50. Okay, Tabby Pits, yes you do. Okay, cool, thank you. So that's working on that end. But then there's like the your membership offer. Like, you will be subscribed. Resistance is futile. Yes, Sketches of Harmony. That's a good one. Yes. Like I just gifted 5 blue belt memberships. You know what I mean? But if I click again to gift, I see what kind of memberships I could give here. 50, 20, 10, 5. All your subs are belong to Paul. But how do I change this? Sorry if this is a potentially boring chat right now, but oh geez, here we go. Found what I was looking for. So how do I get here in the future? Special features. Oh. Finally found it. Okay. You all hear that Peach snore, huh? I wish you could see her too. She's cute. Actually, Mario's sleeping over there, and Peach is sleeping here. These guys, they just sleep. They just sleep. They're enjoying their best life, you know. Would be cool. Paul playing Mario music on piano. I wish I knew how to. Well, when I was a kid, I was in a piano class for a little while. I think a year. I think I was only in it for a year. And to this day, I could play what I learned then. Probably if I continued longer, I would play more because I was in it longer, so I would know more and I would remember more and have overall, better connection with um, the piano. But it is cool. It is cool to be able to play an instrument, and I think a piano is awesome because there's always something that you could play. Like I would love to be able to easily play Super Mario Brothers just at a basic level, just to go through the whole ba dum bum ba dum bum 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 bum. Like just play the whole World 1-1. That's it. Yeah, I've tried before. Like I've followed things before, but like, yeah, I don't have that like in the memory banks. Like Old McDonald, Happy Birthday, I have those in the memory banks. Sketches says, although I think it'll be a standalone multifunctional device for many NSO games, I've been trying to prompt AI and upload some shorts of the concept. NSO will get every Nintendo console, just saying. I would like to see Sega Saturn get added to expansion pack. Maybe like TurboGrafx 16 or Sega Master System get added to the base. And then a third tier, which would have all of the aforementioned, including Nintendo DS, Sega Dreamcast, and Wii. Because I think if you have Wii, Dreamcast, and DS in expansion pack, it's almost too good. It's too much. You're going to have to pay these third parties more, yet you're charging people the same amount. So I think you need a third tier at that point. Will Peach and Reese be on a live? Maybe. I don't know how I could do it now from here, but one day somehow, hopefully, yeah. Sketches, yes. Sega Saturn and Dreamcast. Like Saturn, I'm looking at. It could be a part of expansion pack because that is that Nintendo 64 era, right? 1994, 5, 6 kind of era of a console. Dreamcast, I mean, technically that predates GameCube, so it could be also, but since it's a third party system, maybe it would be more fitting for it to be on another tier, you know? Hmm. I started laughing when they announced Virtual Boy. How is this supposed to work? I don't want to pay $100 for an empty Virtual Boy or pay $30 for a piece of cardboard. I guess that's what you got to do. Think of it like this: you pay. Well, let's see how much the other Nintendo stuff costs. Nintendo Store Classic controllers. How much is Nintendo charging for this stuff? Nintendo is charging $70 for 2 NES controllers. Okay. $35 for one single Super Nintendo controller. So they're valuing a Super NES controller at $35, and they're not giving you the opportunity to buy a solo NES, but rather 2 NES controllers for $70. So it's also $35. And Nintendo 64 controller for $55. Okay. A GameCube controller for $70. So you don't have to buy a GameCube controller, Nintendo 64 controller, etc. to play these games, but it is more fun to do so. $70 for a GameCube controller, $25 for a cardboard Virtual Boy, $100 for an actual plastic model of the original Virtual Boy that opens up and closes, that has the screen magnifier inside, that has a stand that's like a 1-to-1 ratio replica of the original, for $30 more than just a wireless Nintendo GameCube controller. I think 100 versus 70 for the amount of plastic and stuff you're getting is worth it. You could argue, well, the controller has rumble motors in it, and it has, Wi-Fi data capabilities, Bluetooth, to be able to connect and stuff like that. Whereas the Virtual Boy is just a plastic shell that, has some screws and hinges that opens and closes, but does have, magnifying glass and ability to work with Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2, and presumably OLED model. But it does look like you will not be able to use Virtual Boy unless if it is in the cardboard setup or the Virtual Boy plastic setup. I wonder if an old Labo will work with it. Then again, maybe it will run on the TV mode. It just won't run or look right. In which case, if that's the case, it's kind of like these controllers where Nintendo markets it as, note, only for use with Nintendo GameCube games. That's not the case. I played Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild with the GameCube controller, and Mario Kart World. Let me rewind. Hold on, let's see. I'm so excited to see how they do the GameCube link for GameCube. Nothing is too wild now. Oh, that'd be cool. Pokemon Fan 34. I'm so upset, chat. Why? A lot. I'm sorry that a lot in your life is making you upset. Hopefully you're able to find a little bit of fun and a positive community here, Pokemon Fan 34. Hope we can make you smile a bit, take a little bit of stress out of your day. If you're talking about Pokemon Coliseum and Gale Network of Darkness, they're coming. They're on their way. The cardboard Virtual Boy looks just like Labo lenses, so I want to see if Breath of the Wild and Odyssey VR work and maybe look better. Yeah, that'd be interesting. And his controllers are so nostalgic. Heck yeah. That was exactly the comparison I went to. The NES controllers or Virtual Boy. I'll just get the cardboard one. Yeah, I want the plastic one because I want that set up in this room. You know. Uh, Maybe keep the 3D glasses for the cinema and try on TV. Do you think there's a possibility of Nintendo or third parties making some new games for the Virtual Boy? Oh, gosh, it would be neat. It would be super cool. Dude, I'd be so down. I'd be up for it. I'd be up for it. Yeah. So do I think it's a Mike VR with a 249? That's interesting. 249. I don't know how you did that. Big thank you, Mike. Big thank you. 249. That brings us up to 749 total. Thanks a lot. Sorry, Mike. I mean, I'm first of all, I'm super appreciative that you hopped in here and did that 249 super chat. Big thanks. I'm just surprised that it's 249. Technically euros. Maybe that's part of the conversion. I'm just used to seeing 0.99. So when I see 49, I'm like, oh, that's kind of different, but that's very cool. Thanks a lot. You joined Roger Enyart on the board of getting us a little bit closer to our Nintendo $64 goal, which we might hit. If not, that's okay. Pokemon Fan 34. Paul, bring me Peach. Peach is right here. She's sleeping. Can you see her? See, Peach? She's sleeping. She's a sleepy dog. She's just a sleepy dog. That's all. Uh, Peach is sleeping. You think? Yes. What else? If I was rich and I had room for stuff, I'd buy it with no problem. I never had a Virtual Boy. I heard stories that screwed with people's eyes and gave them headaches. It didn't give me a headache, but then again, I never played it for too long of a time. I had like 15, 20, 30-minute bursts, you know? And I only played it several times anyways. Like when I played it at the store a couple of times, when I rented it, when a friend rented it, boom, 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 boom. 5, 6 experiences with it. Oh, maybe like 7, 8, because when you rent it, you have it for a couple of days. Yeah. Oh, but so getting back to that, I would play new games made for Virtual Boy today or starting next year. I don't know how likely it is for someone to make, but that'd be pretty cool. They would probably be shorter burst style games instead of like long. You want to be sucked in here for like 20 hours, you know. I was born with an eye condition called strabismus. I had to get surgery done to fix it. I'm terrified that if I play Virtual Boy with a mask, that'll screw up with the surgery fixed. Oof. Yeah, that's some serious stuff. I definitely not want to mess around there, maybe. Definitely ask a doctor first before experimenting with it. Have you tried Labo? Does Labo mess with you? Are you excited for Pokemon Legends EA? Yeah, I was a big fan of Arceus, so I'm looking forward to Legends. Pokemon fan, give Tabby $20 eShop card so she can get DK DLC and her and I can play together. I would like Tabby to have Donkey Kong's DLC. Smash Bros. Ultimate is great with the GameCube controller. Yes, it is. Sweet dreams, Peach. Thank you. Hey, Mike VR with another 249. Super big thanks, Mike. You know, I'm just gonna change this to 5 instead of like 498. We're just gonna go 5. Likewise, we're just gonna make this 10 instead of 998. We're just gonna call it 10. And just like that, we're at $10 out of Nintendo $64. Uh, Okay. Sorry. So, Mike, VR, thank you once again. I hope you're having fun here so far. Yeah, I'm glad you're here too, by the way, because usually I see you on TikTok first, then you make your way over here on YouTube. But I'm not streaming today on TikTok at the same time, so glad you caught us on YouTube. Sketches of Harmony, is Wario Land meant to be the best game on there? Yes, I think so. To be fair, I've only played a handful of games. Like I think it was WarioWare, Tennis, and Totoro Boxer, and then there's maybe one more I played. I think I played a total of like 4 or 5, so it hasn't been much that I played. There's only like 21 games total, so the fact that they're giving you 14, it's like, dude, it's almost the entire library. It's like 2/3 of the whole library, you know. Uh, the next one is Game and Watch and DS. So Game and Watch, that could be another old school one. All this VR talk has got Mike hyped. Yeah, Sketches of Harmony. Mike is hyped. Mike VR is the most hyped in here because the VR is in his name. The Virtual Boy is meant for Mike VR. Mike VR, are you getting the Virtual Boy accessory? Do you think it would be possible to add colors to new games made for Virtual Boy? If they're using like original hardware specs in mind, probably not. If they're like, hey, we can make games that fall within these parameters, then yeah, then definitely yeah. Now, would they still come out for the Virtual Boy app, or would they be in a separate section like VR titles? Like, remember how Nintendo's Wii at the time had WiiWare games and then Virtual Console? WiiWare were original games like The World of Goo. Great game, by the way. The World of Goo was a WiiWare title on Wii. But Super Mario Brothers was a Virtual Console title. You had your original stuff and your new stuff. So maybe Nintendo would offer devs, yeah, you could make a VR section. Smaller entries, possibly. Or maybe big. Maybe big, I don't know. But that would have any colors. That could have anything. That could be like, hey, this is a whole VR system. I would love to play DK DLC. Need to let my rage out. Pokemon fan, have you 100%ed Bonanza yet? Where are you at in the game? I haven't 100%ed it yet. Oh. Sketches saying DLC looks cool. Yeah. Who knows? Maybe you'll buy Mike VR. Maybe. Steak 1024. Hey there. Welcome to the chat. Did Box Boy start on WiiWare? I think so. It very well might have. Let's see. Let's find out. Did Box Boy start on WiiWare? No, the Box Boy series did not start on WiiWare. It was a 3DS title on eShop in 2015. Oh, okay. So a little bit too late to be a WiiWare title. Some games started on WiiWare though. I'm still approaching the second Bonanza. Need to pick it up again. Yeah. Yeah, Sketches of Harmony. The game's big. It offers a lot. It's really good. I'm glad you're having fun with it. I hope you're having fun with it. I mean, it sounds like it. Let me check on X. What's going on? Oh, Nate put up a fun post. Maybe. So Nintendo Prime put up a fun post. Well, I'm assuming it's fun because he's fun. On X. A game is announced for Switch 2. Are you interested? Is it a first-party game? Yes. Okay. Is it a new game? No. Not interested in re-releases. I'll just emulate. Or yes. Is it Sensors, 3D Mario, 3D Zelda, or other? Okay, okay. So it's just it's kind of fun. Whoa, whoa! Roger Enyart upgraded his membership to PGN Brown Belt. Roger, you're gonna have to tell me what you want. So Roger, big thank you. Holy cow. Roger, were you previously? Hold on, what were you previously? Okay. Big thanks. So that's awesome. Okay. Roger did something that we have. So I don't think that changes our 222. That's okay. But Roger upped the membership. That brown belt, that brown belt membership and black belt membership, they are still for the video gamer. But the brown belt membership kind of gives you a better perk if you also want to add some fitness to your life. Because then you could ask me for some pre-made video content for you that's exclusive to the brown belt tier. Like, hey, I have a bad lower back. I would like some lower back workouts. Can you make a designated video? And every month I'll be putting new videos. So actually, it's benefited by multiple people being in the brown belt tier because I'm making a video for you to address all of these different exercise needs. And everybody in the brown belt community is benefiting from these said exercises, right? So Roger Enyart, thank you for upgrading. You'll have to let me know what kind of exercise video you want. And every month that you're in this tier, go ahead and ask. I mean, if you know, now I guess unless if you want something that's not an exercise video, like, hey, can you make me a video on a t-shirt? I could do something like that, like do a storied video that's exclusive for the brown belt tier on one of my classic t-shirts that I got from Nintendo or from Capcom at an E3, right? I guess that could be something, but like the brown belt tier is supposed to be for you're enjoying my channel and the video game content, the daily shorts, the countdown videos, the live streams, that kind of stuff, having a good time in the community, want to support, even though it is all free, but like, you know, you want to support. So that's what it's all done. But no, Roger, you don't have to exercise. So I'm just telling you what is included. Like, what does this? I mean, first of all, you financially help me out more. You do contribute to the live streams and everything, and to me more, and I appreciate it. So if you don't want to take advantage of what it comes with and just want to be like, man, Paul, thanks for the content. I'm enjoying it enough, and I'm enjoying it at this level that you're kind enough to be generous enough to, you know, donate that 10 a month. That could be all, and you will have my always continued thanks. You know, every month when you do that, like, you know, membership, that once a month you get like that free chat thing that you get to do, like, dude, it'll always be something I'm grateful for. But if you want, take advantage of it and, you know, have a video made once a month that's for you and the other people in the brown belt community. And normally, like I said, it's exercise geared, because that's the other specialty that I have is exercise and martial arts. So if you're like, yeah, run me through a little cardio thing, I'll make a little, you know, video for you, and that's in that tier. But if you're like, I don't want my brown belt tier to be exercise stuff, can I just ask for like a deep dive on a video game t-shirt that you have once a month? I can do that too, you know what I mean? So just saying. But big thank you anyhow. Big thank you regardless, whatever you want with it. Roger, with another 2, I just want to support a great channel and a community. You know what, man? That's awesome. Thank you for that. So first of all, I got to do a couple of things. Roger, you're at 7, and that's before the upgrade to 10. What were you at before, Roger? Were you white or blue. If you are white, then that effectively is 9. So then that takes you up to 16 and takes us up to 21. If you are blue, then it bumps you up by 6. So, hey, if you were white, that's a bump up $9, and that's what I did. I made the stream $9 more valuable, or $9 more. You were white. Okay, so that was a $9 donation. That was a $9 super chat. So equivalent. You know what I mean? So we're at 21, and Roger, your total for the day is at 16. And thank you for that extra too. Like I said, for supporting the channel. Well, then that's cool. Well, if you ever want a workout video, let me know, and that's what the brown belt tier gets. Eventually, if we have enough like brown belts that are paying $10 a month, you know, that tier is going to be packed with so much designated exercise content, because you could go to like an exercise workout stream, but is the workout going to be for you? Maybe not. Maybe it's a combination. When I try to do my workouts, I try to make them like fairly low impact that everybody watching could do them, or slightly modify them. But that's the value of like the pre-recorded videos. Like, oh, like Fire Legend, for instance, just finished karate. Nice, Fire Legend. If Fire Legend wanted, I want specific like karate content. That's what I want out of my membership. Oh, I would make that. And if somebody else were in the brown belt tier, like Roger, he might see, okay, this Fire Legend guy has this karate video that he requested from Paul this month. I guess I'll give it a shot because you have access to it too. You know what I'm saying? Anyways. But regardless, like I said, thank you. I appreciate it big time. Zelda deep dives and arm workouts for when you're at work. Joycey J, I'll give you that. Oh, I get. See, Joycey J, working out, sitting in a chair once a month, Joycey. Here's a designated video that you could stand up, get out of your chair momentarily. Oh, I have some good exercises for even in the chair. Oh, see? Did you know that back in the day, while President Obama was, in presidency, I pitched an idea to the White House, to Barack Obama and Michelle Obama. It was more geared towards Michelle because she had a big thing in fitness. That was like her first lady kind of duties that she took on. So I pitched to them a designated thing called Workout America. And it was going to be a TV show broadcast on any channel, no extra cost, no extra funding needed, no rivalries, nothing like that, but a half-hour workout show that we would air. I think the goal was like once a week to do it, and I would lead people on workouts through their homes and using just what they have around the house. And anyways, I made this whole thing. I made this whole pitch. It's kind of wild. Like, really? You made this pitch? Oh yeah, you could find it. So I made a YouTube video of it. And actually, the White House responded back to me with a thank you and acknowledged the ideas and really thought it was interesting and appreciated what I do in terms of workouts for folks and stuff like that. And like, it was pretty dang cool. It was really cool. So that was a neat one to get. Hey, Mike VR with another 250. Big thank you, Mike. We got these different we got these 0.49s in here, but we're at 23.49 now, which I'm just going to put 23.50. Thanks a lot, Mike VR. 750. We're at 2350. We're past a third there. Pretty sweet. I'm liking it. And we have 37 people watching now. Woo! We're getting close to what are like 42 live at once, I think we had. Was our peak. We have more than that in the whole stream, but I think at peak we've had like 42. Not counting the birthday stream. I think that one had more. but 39 likes in the chat. Very cool. Well, that's nice. Thank you all. More people liked it than are watching now. I guess that's a good sign. Peach is snoring. Sorry, or you're welcome. It depends on who you are. Yeah, lots of viewers in the stream. Let me see if I can catch up. Whoa, Mike with another steel chair. Bam, over the head. WWE style. Need them for in the chair since I'm on phones most of the day. I get up on breaks and stuff and walk. Heck yeah. No, that's exactly what I did. Like, when are we at Nintendo 64 minutes? Corey Boehm, we already passed. Actually, the stream technically would have ended at the Nintendo 64 minute mark, but I went over my shorts because I didn't want to end the stream without going over the shorts, because I put up 3 shorts today. 2 that are kind of expected, the daily history stuff, in which normally I do 1, but today it needed 2. But also, we went over, I'm starting a Pokemon Legends ZA countdown. Walls of Jericho, before it became a Boston Crab. Let's see. Zelda Cozy Games, Zelda Discussions. We need more Zelda. I've always wanted to learn karate. Not sure how well I'm able to do any of it now. Husband and daughter are doing Tai Chi. Tabby Pitts, let me tell you. I don't know how old you are, but you've got to be younger than my oldest client, who he passed away, unfortunately, a couple of years ago. Let's see. I was 38 and he was almost 60 years older. So I think he was 97. 97 years old was the oldest client that I had. And you can't teach an old dog new tricks. You absolutely can. If you want to know, I still taught him some new things, some new exercises, a little bit of karate at a very slowed down level, but that was appropriate for him. Martial arts is adaptable per person. I'm confident I could teach you. Mike BR with another 249. We call it 250. 250 euros. Thank you, Mike. That brings you up to 10 now for the stream. Boy, this Virtual Boy Talk must be working for you today, huh? We're at 26 now. Thanks a lot, Mike, for being here and for the $10, the 10 euros so far in total super chats. I appreciate it. But yeah. Tabby, yes. I would teach you. I'd give you a basic video. Warming up, some calisthenics, some very simple things. I would make this video for you, this introductory video, for your first month, for instance, maybe more than just one video, of here's how you make the fist, here's how you punch, here's the philosophy of the punch, here's how it goes, and just something very light. And here's another video to follow up on that. And slowly but surely, you and the brown belt tier potentially have access to a bevy of exclusive content that was this was made for Tabby Pitts. This is Tabby Pitts' brown belt tier of workouts made for her. But it's also available to other people in the brown belt tier, so they can watch it too. Likewise, you could watch the content that I made for them. And then you have a lot of access to tailor-made workouts for you. That kind of cuts down the cost a lot. If you go have a 1-hour personal training session with someone out there in the real world, it's like $80 an hour, probably. That's probably a lot. I mean, I'm not probably. That is a lot for a lot of people. So the alternative is $10 a month for designated videos that slowly stack up in time, also being, stacked on by other people in the community. And then you've got a lot of cool stuff. But yeah, you feel free to ask anytime. Corey Bohm, when are you going to do a live action fan-made karateka movie? That would be really cool. I would like to do that. It would be neat to have somebody. it'd be neat to have someone that I knew who was making like a short, low budget, free budget karate film. Need someone who could like do the stunt work, not afraid to get hit a little bit here and there, uh, act and be on camera for like this 20-minute short film karate movie. Like, oh, I would be so down. It'd be so cool. Scenes in a forest, Geef flopping in the wind, rain pouring down, good battle with good fight choreography, getting tossed on the mud, boom, broken down fight montage scenes on some makiwara and stuff like that. Going through some like Jean-Claude Van Damme, training montages and like, dude, it'd be cool. It'd be cool. Yeah, I would be so down. Like, I would love to do it. Mike just hit another Stone Cold Stunner. Was kind of hoping for two back to back, a small then a large. The first a turn facing front. Oh, for David Patterson. Thank you for the encouragement. Husband has been trying to get me back into the excitement to learn. Not been easy, but I want to. Yeah, I see Richie saying earlier, take it slow, baby steps. Absolutely open to advice to overcome. My biggest thing with personal training, I know this stream, like, so if you're still watching now, like, we've kind of moved on from video game news, but this is some other valuable stuff because, like, my biggest thing in personal training has been the personal part of personal training. By the way, hey Haley, welcome on in. The personal part of personal training. It sounds obvious, like, well, yeah, it's called personal training, but I've been at gyms, like back when I used to work at a gym a long time ago. No offense, but the guy next to me isn't that qualified to be a personal trainer. He's on his phone like this. 20 more jumping jacks. Are you all done? Okay, let's move over there. Push-ups. Not checking out the person's form. Not asking, do they have any wrist pain? If they have a wrist pain, toughen it up, deal with it. Instead of finding something more suitable, knee push-ups. How do we do the knee push-up properly? Where should you put your hands during the push-ups? Can you do something else to modify it to make it more easy? Take away the barrier of difficulty for them, for their safety purposes. Oh, the person's got a hernia. How do we modify that? Oh, the person doesn't have any weights. How do we modify that? Person's elderly. Okay, they would like to, do the following exercise that someone that they know younger does, but they have osteoporosis. So how can we make it better for them? The person was in a car accident. They've got a janky left hand. Person had breast surgery, and I'm telling you some real stories of mine. Person had breast surgery, and they didn't like remove the breast cancer from here. They went up through like the belly button, up to the side, and through the armpit, and like into the gland, and then like removed the cancer that way from one of my clients, and it left her arm like all janky. Damn it! All to like avoid the external visual obstruction of like cutting the breast and the nipple and all that kind of stuff, right? So how can I work out this person's arm when it is slightly incapacitated? You got a client who wants to exercise, but they've got two different length legs, and it's a problem. Machines are a problem. How do you modify? So my whole thing is the personal part of personal training, to make each person have an individualized workout session that caters to their needs and respects their limitations. And some people, young, healthy 19-year-old, I want you to push me. No, I'm not push people hard to get ready for going into the Marines or some other type of military, police officers, former police officers, folks getting ready for fire department, people that want to go to UFC or fight. Mm, like I said, from probably like 7-year-old kids to 94-year-old adults, 97-year-old adults. Uh, I've trained them all, martial artists to folks that have never worked out a day in their life. And that's kind of where the idea was in the brown belt here. And the black belt here, the difference there is, it also includes live workouts. That's a lot of talking. Let me get to some chats. Sketches, the precursor to a stunner, an official move in at least some of the old games I played. Okay, talking back and forth. Have you trained in any other disciplines? Yes, I did train for about a year in jiu-jitsu. Same, in jiu-jitsu, as well as taekwondo, karate, muay thai, kung fu, self-defense, which is really a tai chi chuan, wrestling. Yeah, I've quite thoroughly been exposed to martial arts for like a good 38 years. Same amount of time as my video games. They've kind of run parallel the whole time. Been a while for you, Steak. Yeah, it's fun though. Richie, I'm sure if anyone can help, Paul Gale is the man, so DMing him is a good idea. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, happy to help. Tall Show, hello. I just watched the latest Subnautica 2 developer vlog. Game looks cool. That's good. Hope it comes to Switch too. Hope so. JM Powers, I can't do push-ups, not even the knee push-ups. I could do wall push-ups though. Yeah, wall push-ups, another modification. Couch push-ups. There's a lot of different things that you can do to still increase that chest strength the right way, the safe way. Richie, yes, Paul, you can tell you actually care, not just doing it to make money. You're so genuine. Thank you. Because I've seen the benefit. Like, I had a young client once. I think she came to me. Her mom and dad brought her to me like when she was like 12 or something like that, and she had a hip displacement issue. Poor kid. I think they said like she has had like 7 or 10 surgeries to try to fix out her hips and her walking pattern, her gait, in her leg, because it looked like one leg was walking on a sidewalk and one leg was walking on the street, and it's like she's 12 and she's got this problem, or 11 or 12. I trained with her for a year, and I kid you not, in the year that we trained, I got her, her and I, that's the we. She got to a perfect gait again. I got goosebumps. I love it. I love it so much. She was able to walk normal again. The reason why she came to me was because her parents ran out of money for like physical therapy, and insurance wasn't covering it anymore. So they got lucky kind of finding a personal trainer that only charged this much instead of a physical therapist that charged this much. And I got her to walk again. Means a lot. Touches my heart. Better than any physical therapist did. Better than all those freaking surgeries did. They liked it so much. Boom Mini! Metroid Prime 4 Beyond trailer. Let's go. I'm not going to... I will continue the story, but let me get that started. Boom Mini, big thank you for that too. Let's do this. Boom Mini, we could do multiple trailers. I'm assuming you want the most recent one, but you want more? We'll do more. I'll play that in just a moment. I'll continue this story if it's not boring you all. We trained for a year. The parents were so happy, as was the kid, that they decided, technically, no more is needed. She got in better shape, better athleticism, more fit, and the biggest thing was getting her gait to be able to walk again. They liked it so much, and we built up like a good, sense of friendship, that they just signed her up for another year for me. Just extra exercise, extra fun, better health, etc. And then that was it. And then a couple years went by. That's why I'm thinking she might have been like 11 to 12, 12 to 13. Unless if it was 12 to 13, 13 to 14. I forgot exactly. But like a year or two went by, and don't really like keep in contact much. Maybe like a Merry Christmas here or there, back and forth from her parents to me, or me to them. But later on, I got an invitation to her quinceañera, because I don't want to cry on stream, but I'm thinking it's happening. they said, like, we want you to be there because it's thanks to you that she could dance. And that was a really cool thing. Like, that was like, oh man, what I'm doing has an impact in the world. What I'm doing helps people's lives, and it's beneficial. So yeah, I got her to be able to walk with a normal gait for the first time in her life, like as of 11 or 12-year old. But then I was able to, thanks to how awesome she did in that year, those 2 years, she couldn't just walk again. She could dance. She could move around and stuff like that. So it was so cool. So I went to her quinceañera, and she had the big dress and stuff like that, and she was dancing, and like, I was like, that's a good thing. I'm not a nurse, but anytime I see a nurse that really cares, I'm like, dang, that takes a good kind of person to be a nurse, because you see a lot of stuff and you probably have to deal with a lot of nasty people because they're in pain and stuff like that. So if you could be a nurse and be like genuine and kind and helpful, like, shout outs. That's a job that good folks need, to have like a good person that really cares to be a good quality nurse. You know what I mean? So, I'm not a nurse. I wasn't trained in like that, but in personal training, I learned a lot through my university in the physical therapy department and stuff. So anyways, just one story. My whole point is the personal part in personal training. That's what I am a believer in. Now, let's get to some fun stuff. I mean, not that that's not fun, but let's watch Boom Mini's trailer. Such a good trailer. I love it. Gosh, I remember watching it for the first time. What? You hear the Metroid music, but a little bit different. Oh. Ah, look at it, look at it. The music, the ambiance, amount of characters on the screen, sophistication in the models. And then that makes me want to buy the Silex amiibo. Dang it. Especially if the Silex amiibo does something like unlock his costume as like what Samus could wear, and you see it in the cutscenes. That'd be cool. I wonder what the amiibo are going to do. You know what? They're going to have a direct, because they're going to have to tell us what these amiibo do in the game. Sorry, one second. Yeah. Thank you, Boomini. I felt good watching that trailer. I needed that trailer, What do these amiibo do? Is November 6th the release date of Metroid Prime 2 and 3? And 1 month later is the release date of Metroid Prime 4? Maybe. Let me read some chats. I'll go backwards. Silex is the rare amiibo. I'm getting him. These amiibo prices in UK are decent. Appreciate the streams. SY Tyson, you're welcome. Thank you for being here. Ice Wolf's cutscene is just so cool. Yeah, it is, Boomini. Maybe we'll watch that part again. Is it too late for the Prime 4 to be eligible for Game of the Year? Not for everyone, but if I'm not mistaken, it'll be too late for the Game Awards itself, which a lot of people really care about the Game Awards. because it's publicized so much. You know what? We'll just watch the whole thing again. We'll just watch the whole thing again for Boom Mini and for everybody in the chat. So yeah, too late for the Game Awards, but not too late for like IGN and GameSpot and Joystick, Kotaku, everybody, you know. The Cringe Prophet. Wow, what did I miss? We watched some shorts. We watched some Metroid. We went over some personal training stuff. We talked about some tiers. We had some multiple mic VR, €2 49 cents. I don't know if it's €2.49. $10 super chats. We'll just call it that. Roger Enyart with a super chat and upgrading to the brown belt membership, which brought a conversation on what that all entails. Yeah, we got a little variety of a stream here today, going on for a while. As you can see, Sketches of Harmony saying the Paul Gale Waterworks. David Patterson, what a blessing, Paul. Happy to be there. Some of these I think I'm rereading. I can't help but think how much they aren't showing us too. Yeah, in Metroid. If there's a heaven, you're on your way there, Paul. I hope to do more good than not. You know, how similar would you say personal training is to physical therapy? Physical therapy, there's more education needed because you are dealing with rehabilitation, and in some cases, you know, rehab to folks that have a quite significant injury, and sometimes bettering the lives of someone who might have been born with something like cerebral palsy. I've had clients with, you know, CP, or people who have a significant stroke at some point in life. I had a lady one time, elderly woman, who had a stroke and multiple sclerosis. So she already had MS and then had a stroke on top of that. Like, oh. Whereas occupational therapy, more on like the rehab at a little bit of a lighter level. Not that it's any less significant or less serious or that you have to know less. It's just, you know, maybe it's, you know, injured at work, had this rebar jam through your hand, and we're working on getting your hand back to having the full dexterity that it had in a while. Not that that's a situation I had, just coming up with one, you know what I mean? Personal training actually could be potentially better than all because it's all encompassing. Personal training could be for someone martial arts related, someone injured on the job, someone that has had trauma physically, born with or happened to in their life, someone getting ready for a marathon or for a wedding and they just want to have like less arm fat on their triceps, for instance. Like I've had that a lot. I'm pregnant and I want to work on my abs but have my baby healthy. What could I do? So you have to know. So personal training is just like the range is so big that it's safer to say like, oh, physical therapy and occupational therapy are like here typically in which you have to know, and personal training here. But actually personal training, a good personal training is probably up here because they have a wide range. So as far as like what you do as a personal trainer, that kind of really is up to the client. Roger, I'm an old fogey. Exercising is tough on my knees and feet. I've got exercises that don't use your knees or feet at all. Yeah. Mario Master, I'm 22 and try to train at least 3 times a week. Good. Lee saying that's awesome. Oh, my poor kid. Yeah, like I was so happy for her. Tabby Pits. Therapy is expensive. Yeah, it is. That's been part of my problem. Yeah. That's why I saw more benefit to doing more good to more people with less pay than a lot of good to some people with greater pay. Could I affect more people's lives by having a job that is more acceptable by more out there and get less pay for it? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could make this much an hour as a physical therapist, occupational therapist, but probably only this many people would get to me. Or I could make this much as a personal trainer, but affect like this many people's lives. Like nobody doesn't need a personal trainer. Everybody does. And it's not just like for the money. It really is like I enjoy people. I'm a people person. I like to talk. You know, I like to talk. And if I could leave this world a little bit better, do a little bit more good than not, then that's a cool thing. Sketches of Harmony. Have you seen a film called Ashes of Time? Martial arts, but very much a thoughtful drama too. No, Ashes of Time I haven't. It's a cool title though. Oh, and then we're back up to the person has Wii elbow. How can we transition them to Switch? Ah, yeah, tallest show. I'd have to train someone, you know. This may be the second GOAT podcast within 2 weeks, Paul. Awesome. Approaching 3 hour mark. Soon. Love it. Yeah, this has been a fantastic discussion. I'm really enjoying this stream. Because like I love talking video games, but talking a little bit about like exercise and training, I'm also happy to do because, you know, like I identify as a gamer, I identify as a martial artist, I identify as a husband and as a dad and as an exercise enthusiast, you know what I mean? Like there are a few things of me that I am, you know. So getting to talk a little bit more about me than just the gaming part is pretty cool. Okay, I think I'm totally caught up. In order to compensate for the higher prices of Amiibo, Nintendo decided to make every future Amiibo larger than the Breath of the Wild Guardian one. Yeah, this was the Guardian. Cost more than a normal Amiibo. If you're going to charge more for all of them, make them bigger and better, looks like they are, so I guess it's understandable. Yeah. Peach woke up. Yeah, Peach is still here. She's snoring away. Show the Galaxy and Kirby ones are pretty sad. Oh, yeah. Oh, too tall show, yeah. Got 2 minutes. Then back to work, Boom Mini. King Paco Nintendo Lover, you have cerebral palsy. One of my good friends has cerebral palsy. I still train him once a month. I used to train him multiple times a week. Then it went to like once every 2 weeks. Now it's once a month. Yeah. Well, I hope you're able to play games and enjoy everything, King Paco Nintendo Lover. Yeah. Yeah, my buddy, it ranges from person to person just on how severe the muscle difficulty is and what it does on you. Tabby Pitts, I have a cousin with CP, yeah. Yeah. Some folks could walk without the need of like Canadian cane sticks, crutches. Some can't. Boom Mini, are you still here? I was going to play that Metroid trailer one more time for you. Labubu scares you? Have you seen the South Park episode of Labubu, Tsukino Ame? Doctors gave him a life expectancy to a teenager. He is now 49 or 50. Heck yeah. Don't make me cry reading that one too. Because that's good stuff. People beating the odds. I'm all for that. What is Labubu? JM Powers. This is like stuffed animal toy devil looking kind of thing that people buy and collect, like Furbies, and you kind of wear it on your backpack or on your belt loop or something. You talk about life with us, General. It was refreshing. Welcome. My hip is damaged. I can't walk. I have to play with one hand. Is only my right hand, and it makes it hard to play. You know, that was one of the things I really liked about the Wii remote is that it gave people that might not have the hand dexterity to do freaking 10 things with 10 fingers and thumbs and all this stuff, the ability to play with a Wii remote motion. For some, it didn't help. For others, it did help bring a new avenue in. I kind of wish Nintendo would make a adaptable controller like Microsoft did. Sony eventually did too, you know? I just pushed play. Pokemon Fan 34, Peach is still here. I just woke her up for you, by the way. She was sleeping. But I picked her up for you. So, King Paco, Nintendo lover. Playing with your right hand only, yeah. I would like Nintendo because they have such a big audience, they have such a big community. To make a designated adaptable controller like Xbox did, where you do some research into different markets and see what else can we do to make it easier to play, move simultaneously with this thumb and this pinky for the analog stick, for the dual analog setup, something for your foot, something for an elbow. Like, you have a big community. See if you could do something that even more can play at a better level. I hope you're still able to play games and enjoy them, even if it's like, on that difficult side, you know. Richie and Pokemon, yeah. Peach Storm, yup. Did you guys do the giveaway already? No, random guy, we didn't, and it looks like it's going to be soon. So this stream was kind of a notification that we would be doing one soon. So right around the launch of Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, we will. I hope Switch 2 releases different colored Joy-Cons. I want to customize my Switch 2 and make it look personalized for me. That would be cool, Kika. Did I say that right, Kika? I hope so. Peach says hi, Pokemon Fan 34. It was hard just to pass DK, but I beat it with help. An accessibility controller would be cool. I'm not sure how much adapting can be done with a Joy-Con split, but something has 3D printed. Yeah. Oh, you beat DK with help. Oh, I got it. Got it. I see it now. Roger Inyart. Freedom from work an hour early. Woo! Celebrate. Yes. That's a good feeling. Done with work early. An hour early. You've got more time for your day. But honestly, Roger, was work even bad today? You had PGN live in the background for most of that day at work. Work couldn't have been that bad. Wait a minute. I can make this camera a little bit lower. If I go too low, then you start to... I was like, can I get Peach in here? I can, but if I go too low, then you lose that Metroid poster. I like that Metroid poster showing in this. I keep going a little bit this way, that way. Can I have Peach? Permanently? My wife would say no. But you could look at Peach. You could digital pet Peach. Big thank you, Roger. One more time. I'm laughing my butt off at the latest new Legacy Inc. short. Jim Ross signs the Power Rangers. Oh, that's probably pretty good. I met Jim Ross once. Jim Ross and Jerry the King Lawler. I have a picture with them. They were nice. They're living out some excitement here, and I cannot wait. Everyone is going to enjoy this one. Super stoked for the Samus arrival. Yeah. Sketches of Harmony. W. Roger with the Superplex. See, so maybe the Joy-Con themselves wouldn't be used in this adaptable controller. Maybe it'd be a whole other thing. Or maybe the Joy-Con would slide into something like, remember Labo? How you could play piano with Labo? How you could do this whole cardboard setup with wings and gust of wind flowing over at your face with Labo? Like, it had all of that, right? So maybe they could do something a lot different. I think we're all caught up. Yeah, we are. How much for Peach? She's not for sale. I was entertained most of my day. Thank you, PGN. You're welcome, Roger. And thank you again for the $18 a day for upping yourself to brown belt tier. That's an awesome place to be. But it's in general just an awesome place to be here, right? I think we have fun. I have fun. I have fun with everybody here. So as long as you're having fun, then I'm happy. Yesterday's stream was fun. Yesterday we ended up doing 2 streams. Today we're at like a 2.5 hour stream, just one. Yesterday was big on Metroid. Today's big on like a variety of stuff. Someone somewhere has probably done a Labo piano run through of Odyssey. Ooh. I can't wait to play Tamagotchi Life on Switch. That's going to be good. You know, who would... I probably am not going to do a chair stream for like the next 20 minutes, but I have to go. But I could come back. But if and or when I come back, which I could definitely come back again, who'd be down for another stream? It'd be a start of a new stream. It'd be a whole other second stream. I don't know how long that one would go. Y'all want to talk some more gaming? Maybe some more news will happen. But maybe in like half an hour or something like that. Might be back on for some more. I just have to do a little bit of an errand. I have to map the buttons. I am happy about that, King Paco Nintendo Lover. I am happy that you can map buttons on the console side to do anything, you know? That's a really nice feature. Because if you have different finger strength, dexterity in one hand more so than the other, or one finger a little bit better than the other, it's kind of a nice thing that you could, map it. Will there be Zelda talk? Joycey J, you know what? We should make it Zelda talk as the theme, maybe. Hopefully it comes out in March. Okay, you're talking to Sketches of Harmony. Will be bedtime soon. Brian C down for another Pokemon fan. You see her. Okay. Alrighty. Well, Peach, you're coming with me. But Peach, say bye to everyone. Bye, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful day. You all are so nice and so kind. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome, Peach. No, I wasn't thanking you. I was thanking them. Oh, okay. Bye, everybody. Okay, bye, Peach. No, I said bye to them, not you. Okay. Peach got an attitude. She's funny. Bye, everyone. I'll probably be back. We'll have another stream. Maybe we'll make Zelda as a theme, subject matter, perhaps. We'll see. I am wearing a Zelda shirt, after all. We should have some more Zelda talk. Yeah, we might do that. All right. We need gift cards. True, Pokemon Fan 34. We're getting closer. We're getting closer to that 6,000 goal, the 256 member goal. Everything's moving on up. Moving on up to the east side, to the east side. Bye, y'all. Take care. Thanks again for being here. Boo Mini with the $2. Mike VR with the €10, which is actually probably like $12. And Roger Enyar with the $18. And everyone in general for just being here. Thanks a lot. See y'all later. Soon. I think I'll be back. If I'm not back in like half an hour, I will be back tomorrow. But regardless, I'll be back soon.